Paean Floriorum, hymns and prayers to the god for comforting and uplift of the Roman culture, in honor of House Florius by Gaius Florius Aetius, that would be me. I wrote a series of poems, both religious and mundane, both in English and German, put them in 3 parts in this small gathering of hymns and poems. I shall recite only the hymns in English to the gods, in honor of the Saturnalia days. I've considered to pick a few, but I thought, well, it's not so many, so I just wanted to read the canon. And I wish you a blessed and merry Saturnalia day, that all the 12 gods may smile forever upon you. First part, Hymnorum Anglicus. These hymns in English have either been written originally in English by me, like the morning and evening prayer, while others have been built upon older poems and hymns I had written many years ago in German, but I wanted to make them useful for the Roman culture. Morning prayer to Apollon as the rising sun. Arise, O bright sun, at the dawn of the day, and lighten the path now ahead of my way. Praise to Apollon, O Lord of my life. For thee and thy blessing I always will strive. The new day you grant us as gracious gift. I relish thy sunlight now soaring so swift. Discard, O Apollo, the shadows of night. Deliver to us thy benevolent light. So hail to Apollon this morning anew, as thou risest above the heavenly blue. Of all that is good the herald thou art. Thou awaken the light anew in my heart. Evening prayer to Apollon during sunset. Sun in the west, thy final farewell. Soon in the realm of dusk I shall dwell. I thank thee, Apollon, thy splendor aglow I shall keep in my heart as the shadows will grow. May once more the chord of thine music resound as I relish thy bliss in my heart so profound. Thanking what blessings you gave me this day, and return us tomorrow anew as I pray. Lord Apollon the bright, thy light so sublime, is even with us in the darkest night time. Thy kindly splendor is enshrined in my heart, so the flicker remains even when you depart. A devotional to Nox, the goddess of night. The last rays of the evening sun are devoured by shadows. The restless business, the raging mass, the flood of images and noise are dead. Thou hast swallowed them, Nox. It is the time of the darkness, but I am one with myself, peace in thy arms, O Lady Night. No spotlight pointing at me, asking questions. No complaining of the lamenting reaches my heart. There is no doubt disturbing the purity of the night. Sink thou over me, black night, and cover my soul in silence of infinite tranquility of the dark. Night was my home always. Darkness not a source of fear, but a holy healing time. Since then I am no longer a mere man, but all shadow. when the wings of the spirit spread their wings, if the boundaries of me and I, mine and you, here and there dissolve in the silence of the night, then only I am really myself. The night is no place for the people. The night knows neither reason, still restless striving, the slavery of the because, the greed for success of result. Woe to you, children of the day, that you do not lose yourself in the dazzling, that you lose yourself in the dazzling light, for feeling inadequately yourselves. Do you no longer know yourself? Firmly clenched together, you have no freedom of movement, looking rigidly into the light. You do not see yourself as to worship the idols of the day. Reason, truth, importance. O Nox, great lady of night, let me be like the old man which turns away from the storms of the day. Let me rest in silence where I myself am enough. Let the confusion of speaking end in the peace of the silence. Yours, O Lady Nox, is the night, graciously sharing your blessings with me. The evening's red border marks your realm, which only is passed by the bravest, who does not fear the night which is in him. Has the wind at night not called the reward of the dark? The night is the way of extreme darkness. But at the end, through her gracious embrace, you will know who you really are. A devotional to Venus for lovers. Holy Mother Venus, in sacred night there are two stars separated. They would wish to be united in the eternal blessing of thee. Deep is their longing to each other. The coveted goddess appears distant like the light of the nightly moon, and the loving soul dreams, for Venus forsakes not the blessings. O Lady Venus, listen to me, for you given strength to the heart, that I should walk with the beloved together, united in eternal life. Softly this powerful love flourishes, that stands high above all things, unstoppable, glorious desire, through which the whole of creation is moved. In Rome and Pompeii and Baalbek, worship cometh to thee in song and dance. O so much beloved Lady Venus, brush off my heart's distress, you who gave such hope. Your beauty and love, like an overflowering cup, share your gentleness with the love of mine heart, replaces my soul's bitterness with your unending gifts of love. O great Lady Venus, who placed love into my heart, place it also into the heart of the beloved of mine. So dreadful pain of being alone, through thy grace two destinies may become one. In sacred night there are two stars, separately they wish to be united. Has Lady Venus wrought the wonder to unite the divided graciously through her blessing. A prayer to Apollo for lovers. The course of the short night gave birth to the high gods most dearest. The distant stars are flashing clearly, the morning trumpets are heard, the wise Hora sing, bright is the sound of their voices, they sing at the dawn of the new things to come. As the first ray of the sun blesses the earthly green, promising the warmth of love at last, so let the shadows upon my soul flee. The Sun King is crowned, forging the destinies, spoiling us earthly children with good, banishing the cold light of winter. Sun God Apollon, hear me. Let your light always shine upon me, heavenly light I call you. Let me laugh and never cry. From this time onward I will gladly walk over the meadows, the wide plains, to see your summer dance gently and kind. May thou, Apollo, the beloved, be gracious to mine heart, that in your light I should not dance alone so sad. So may you whisper to the beloved of my soul that I hold his hands as we dance as one. Might no god above and below stand between us, and thy beloved light, Apollo Soter, thou who art bountiful in pouring out blessing upon us thy children, dividing with your arrows what does not belong, uniting with silken soft bond what finds the heavenly blessing, rewarding patience and tenacity as I bend my soul to thy will. Let thou, great Apoll, the false and ruthless fall, as thy presence alone banishes shadow and deceit. But what is true and love and unity, bring into my life crowned by thy gifts. Lord Apollo, together with gentle Venus at thy right and keen Eros at thy left, bless me to walk with beloved in the companion through life, righteous and whole, the true beloved's embrace. For as the summer passes us mortals too swiftly to fall in winter's chill and cold autumn winds, remain thy gifts the loyal of love. A prayer to Mars to remove doubt. Why is there eternal doubt implanted by dark shadows, deep in soul, mind and heart, causing gloom and pain? Help Mars, god of the battle, that anxiety never succeeds to dissuade me from deeds. Defeating my hope shall never succeed. I shall pledge myself to thee, Mars, thy service that I complete that which I started. Vigor grant me, so that darkness is turned into flame. Be it for creation, be it for destruction, may my action always serve thy righteous design. Give me courage and strong action, for only this can change what fate did not conceive, that is won by bold action. A small prayer to Jupiter for good fortune. Sunlight in the sky above, radiant as the light of the soul, let me praise you, O Father Jove. God King, do not hesitate. Your blessing should be poured upon us at this time. Protect us from fright, rich gentlemen of serenity. Your goodness is praised each day. The star whispers your name, awe-inspiring the white plains consecrated where you walked. Remember, O heavenly Jupiter, to guide your children's way, Be our generous counselor for abundance, happiness, and love. A hymn to Cupid. Love flows and carries, flights desperately, rots perhaps unattendant. Love hurls forward unbeknownst, aimless and without goal at times, leaving behind dead deserts. Love blazes ecstatically, glows soothing in dark days, consumed in passion, leaving only ash of the life of before. O God Cupid, flaming, flowing free, listen to my swelling song, flowing from my heart to thy honor, burning from the passion of my beloved. You approach and bless without intent, herring unseen, filling me with longing, satiated only by the beloved's presence. You approach and bless without thought, coming unseen. So my eyes shine with desire, so let my beloved shine ever the same, lest darkness would devour me. Let me hold my beloved's hand, lest I fall into the abyss. Let me kiss my beloved's lip, lest I am consumed by flame. Let me sink into my beloved's arm, lest I should fall into death, but to die into the heart of the beloved, O Cupid. A hymn to Saturn, fitting to Saturnalia, probably. The sun is fading, shadows fall, the dark is hanging low. A final spark within mine heart, what will the night bestow? The sickle moon is fading here, the darkness only light. An old screech whimpers in the tree, its moan enchants the night. I flee away as shadows fall, away this towering room. My life is fleeting fast with time. All I know is lonesome gloom. I walk the streets I knew so well in winter's cold and frost. My happiness is gone away, and all I loved is lost. I lived with feast and festival, with dance and song and wine, when sun was high and spring was new, and all the world was mine. The golden times a memory now, like thine that turn have passed, and I bemoan, O King of old, that golden times not last. I walked 1,000 highways, and went 1,000 ways, so many miles and seasons, through many nights and days, to find what my heart's yearning, the paradise we knew, the perfect good of balance, the blessed days of you. With them I know that I belong, so true by soul and heart, divided now by destiny and cruelly torn apart. I seek the path where I return with all I knew so well. In ever spring and happiness, forever I shall dwell. I shouted out through winter's night, so grim and dark and cold. So may Saturn deliver us back into the age of gold. May we return forever blessed into thy timeless spring, and may we live under thy guide where time will have no sting. The harsh wind scatters far my voice and carries it away, And while the rough and cold nights reign, I shall await the day, and may Saturn be witness, as shattered is my call. The day will lift me up again, to where no shadows fall. A hymn to Asclepius for health. To honor you, O mighty Asclepius, I write this song to you. For you alone can ward off disease and work to keep me healthy at the times. Son of mighty Apollon, beloved among mortals, thou guidest the hands of the healers, living risen to the mighty gods' herald. If your favourite is in peril, you hasten to him, giving hope and strength, O noble Asclepius. Be praised for the benevolence of your deed, your bounty I beg you do not restore. Though all life flourishes, you God of abundance and care, you are the light of the living and the hope of the distraught. Often you gave the strength to endure, and behold, under thy guide I grew back in health and vigour. You were guiding the hand of the healer to my fortune. O let your blessing be upon me, so that all the demons of corruption and ill may flee from here, so that all the sickness may be purged out of me under thy guiding light, so that all men praise thy name, Son of Apollon, and the pain and suffering passes us by. Grant us noble recovery. Give with kindness balm to man. Let us not fall to death at this day. So we praise thy name, Asclepius, the benevolent God. A thanking prayer to Apollo for salvation. Mighty Apollon, light of the world, I shall thank you for your salvation. You have stood at my side when shadows of despair threatened to overcome me, when fear and pain wrought by an evil destiny were too much to bear. You took me in thy gentle embrace. When I was alone and my heart full of sorrow, through your gifts of music and art, I found comfort and peace. Even when I was walking the darkest road, and wicked people beset me, waiting in glee for my fall, you lifted up my feet, so I walked safely through the dark abyss. Your arrows of light cast them down, who had laid me a pit in the wicked ways, waiting to drag me down. But I placed my life in the hand of Apollo's light, into his light of truth and calm of virtue. When anger arose by virtues and wicked, when chaos was everywhere, I remembered your wise counsel. Know thyself. All things in moderation. You have opened my mind to learn and to grow, to center my heart and soul in peace, to stay on the paths of virtue, to avoid the pitfall of hubris. For thy light is gentle and thy word is kind. You have loved those who follow your ways from early on, and you will guide those who seek you out to the end and beyond. When I was sick and frail, thy blessing with me was to endure. And even if the abyss itself might open around me, I shall not fear and despair, for thy hand and wisdom, Apollon, will guide me, as thy light shall open the path to my salvation. Oftentimes I saw those forsaking the lights of the gods. In their hubris and anger they said, "We do not need the guidance of the gods." With avarice and self-righteousness they wanted to lift themselves as masters above the world, and they gathered plenty in their brutality. But I rest calm by the blessing of Apollon. In peace and calm I trust his beloved light. And see, his errors have cast down the wicked, and the arrogant were burned by flame, and their creations were made a plaything of the winds. I walk on the firm paths of virtue. I trust into the lights of truth and piety. I trained myself in the arts and the wisdoms as was given by you, and behold, my heart was lifted up in thy rapture. As I held to the covenant of also my heart and my mind were opened, and my soul filled with the peace of your light. Lord Apollo Medicus, Lord Apollo Soter, Lord Apollo Phoebus, as I pledge myself to thee and thy gentle guidance, teach me your light and your virtue, so that I shine under your patronage and friendship, so that I walk through all seasons with calm serenity, with blissful peace of thy light, so that at the end of my days I may enter the Elysium under the eternal blessings of the gods. The sevenfold devotions of the Sacardos Apollon. Great Apoll, my master and lord, you have cast shackles of slavery upon me, and woe is me, for I am thus chained by you and unto you. I bemoan and curse my beloved chains, with which you have cast me into your slavery. O Master and Lord, cast me evermore into your chains. Great Apoll, my liege and king, I swear fealty and loyalty to you, and I ask for your royal protection. Be you my patron lord, my prince, my duke, as I here swear my oath as your vassal. O liege and King Apollo, take my faithful as your loyal servant. Great Apollo, my dear father, I am your child and your faithful son. Look kindly upon me as I think of you ever in dear love and trust. My dearest father Apollon, lord of light and arts and virtue, teach me as a kind of parent teaches the son, O my father Apollon. Great Apollon, my Lord and God, I am your obedient priest, thy sacred servant. Guide me in your light through the rituals, reveal unto me as you seer your will, and wisdom as I pray to you as Sacardos Apollini, your chosen priest and apostle, O great God of light and harmony, Apollon. Great Apoll, my dear brother above, speak to me like a kindred spirit, walk through the paths of the world at my side like family, so that you be like a dear elder brother to me, O great Apollon. Great Apoll, be my friend and comrade. Let us know each other ever better. Receive my trust and friendship, as I trust in your friendship given. Be on the path a friend and comrade, O great Lord Apollon. Great Apoll, my beautiful lover, Come and embrace me, let our hearts be intertwined in love. Let us together in the night, so that we awake to the new day side by side. Accept my passion flame of love, as I drink from the waters of your passion. Be my beloved, O dear and beautiful Apollon. Hymn to Juno. Great Juno, Queen of the gods, greatest goddess of the heavens, to thee and thy grace I call, thy beauty and justice as far as the sky. The golden hair of thine like the radiant sun, thy milky white skin like the purest of light. O great and benevolent Juno Lucatia, thou art the kind bringer of light. O great and powerful Juno Pronuba, thou art the supreme matron of the gods. O great and powerful Juno Ossipagina, thou art the protector of those in need. You are Juno Celestis, this great sky mother, bringing forth good fortune, holding thy guiding hands over us, who follow the paths of virtue, who seek the guidance of the gods, who learn the wisdom of the forefathers, thy light outstretched as far as the sky, and all who call in their suffering to thee will find balm and comfort. You are Juno Lucina, great goddess, the motherly light of the world who protects the children. Thy guiding hands may be all over the children, as they are brought to the light under thy guidance and blessing. So we ask you to guide and bless the children of the world, to be given to thy care, O great goddess. You are Juno Moneta, the protector goddess, who preserves well-being and prosperity, that we keep our righteous earnings, and drive away thieves and robbers, traitors and evildoers through thy presence. May all righteous earnings be blessed under thy benevolence wings. You are Juno Regina, the great queen of the gods, goddess supreme of the heaven. You are the refugee of the righteous. Hold thy hands over those who flee, persecuted for the sake of justice, for the sake of truth and virtue. Preserve us in thy grace through all the paths that we walk, so that thy gentle and strong guidance may us keep on the path of righteousness all days and nights. Protect our loved ones, parents and children, family and kin, so that the bonds of family and kin shall always remain sacred. Under thy blessing, O great Juno Regina, may we all be thankful for the good people we met, guided by thy white hands. We may thus spread love and friendship as thy wisdom has commanded, as thy example unto us. Great Juno, virtuous and powerful Queen of the gods, into thy hands I command myself, my family and kin, that you may guard and guide them through this world and the world to come. Hail to thee, Juno, great Queen of the gods. A hymn to Hermes Mercurius. Hermes, so beloved son of Sky-father Zeus, and the radiant Pleiad maiden Maya, swifter are thy feet than any, Be it in sky or upon the earth, like a thought quickly you are here and there. Great Lord Hermes, divine messenger, you are the will and the word and the eye of Zeus, as Roman Mercurius, the son of Father Jove. Beautiful and tender is thy countenance, and yet wit and cunning are your mind. You are the patron of the trader and the thief. You walk in the light and in the shadow, the wanderer between worlds, the crosser of boundaries, explorer so swiftly. Thine are the winged shoes of light, like a thought, like a ray of sunshine, like a shooting star in the sky. You are travelling unhindered, spreading the will and word of the gods, bringing the word of the heavens, unveiling all that is hidden. You are the lord of the Caduceus, master of the twin serpent wand. You have given to people the secrets of the mind, to search, to see, to unravel mysteries, to be quick of mind, fast of speech, silver of tongue, the mage, the jester, the thief, and the trader. All these who wander the worlds, who cross the boundaries, to wander under thy guidance, down to the day where you guide the souls of the dead to the next world. O 3 times great Hermes, Lord Mercurius, I praise thy wisdom and wit, the cunning beyond mortal and gods. All those who travel in body and mind, may they always be under thy blessing. All those who walk the pathways of dreams, may they always be under thy benevolent guidance. You are trickster and cheater, sacred and wise, the night watcher, cattle rider, ram carrier, the schemer and plotter, giver of wealth and arbiter of knowledge. Give us who stand between the world. Guide us who travel between and belong to no place. Guide us who seek the truth beyond the boundaries, who make our fortune between the light and the dark, who at the twilight, in secret standing at the doorstep, do we secretly whisper your name to the other, and give the secret sign as your followers. Be thou ever with those who are outcast, the fortune seekers, the overstepping. Be thou ever with the courageous who craft their own way. Hail thee, Hermes Mercurius, the 3 times great son of Jupiter. Finally, the 12-fold prayer. Father Janus, creator of all things, Lord of renewal, send thy blessing on this day unto us. May benevolent Mother Vesta preserve our hearth and home with the sacred flame. May you, O great King Jupiter, reign over us in justice, as you, O exalted Juno, reign over us in mercy. Mars Ultor, protector and avenger, be thou our shield of protection as thy sword casts down the wicked. May you, O great Minerva, open our minds to understanding and clarity, as Lord Neptune may bless us with the depths of wisdom. Great bountiful Earth Mother Ceres, that always nature be abundant and rich, as we thank you for your bountiful gifts of the earth. O Mercurius, messenger of the gods, bless our trades and deals and grant us opportunity for prosperity and good luck. Master Vulcanus, guide us in work, and let all our doings of craft succeed, and be all our work be done in thy honour. May the great Lady Venus bless our life with love, peace, and happiness, as Lady Diana protect our liberty and preserve the weak on their paths. May the great Lord Apollon pour out his blessed light, so that we are ever divided by the divine order in justice, truth, and benevolence. So be it.